Hello and welcome to video 3 in this 4-part video series on self-love. So at this point, I hope you've completed 1 and 2. If you haven't, you'll find the links in the description box. Please complete those before proceeding with video 3. So in the first one, we found all of those negative programs, the words and the actions from other people. And in part 2, we released those beliefs that we took on and we began the process of reprogramming in front of the mirror. So I hope you've been doing those exercises strongly, loving yourself and making those statements that I am enough, I am worthy, I'm lovable exactly as I am. And if you've been doing this consistently, you'll find that you start feeling differently inside of you. The energy inside of you starts to shift when we do this. So in this video, we are going to release self-judgment and self-criticism. This is something that it's like a voice in your head and it goes on in the background to a point that we don't even recognize that it's happening anymore. Like you make a mistake and you say, oh, I'm such an idiot. You know, it's just that quiet little voice and we don't really pay attention to it, but it's there and it's going on. So now we're going to shine a light on it and quieten that voice and increase a different voice that is actually acknowledging us. Now, there is a huge difference between confidence and self-worth or confidence and self-love. Most of my clients are professionals who are doing exceptionally well in the work world. So they are very, very confident there. But the majority of them don't have the sense of worthiness within them. And it's not just my clients, this is people around the globe. The majority of people don't feel that they are enough as they are. So we're always striving. We're always trying to change and be better. And we're never satisfied with where we are at. And again, I'm not saying that we must be complacent, get to a place and say, you know, I love myself, I'm enough, and then I'll just be complacent for the rest of my life. Not in the least, because the more you love yourself, the more you will gravitate to your soul's highest purpose, the more the way will be open to you to becoming the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, right? So let's start looking at all of the things that we judge ourselves for or criticize ourselves. The first thing is the mistakes that we make. As long as you're a human being, you've made mistakes. I've made mistakes, tons and tons of them. And if we try to hide these mistakes and make sure other people don't know about these mistakes, it takes so much energy doing that, right? Maybe that's a place where we have to look at ourselves. With a lot of my clients, there's sometimes something big and they want to keep that quiet. And that is an emotion that we call shame, where we don't want other people to know about the mistakes we've made. And when they open up and start talking about it, they realize that other people don't actually care. So they're not there waiting to judge you. When you are vulnerable, people are far more accepting. That does not mean that you're going to go vomit all over Facebook, right? You're not going to go and tell the world all of your stories. When we open up and we're able to talk about it, we always do this with someone that we trust, someone that we know loves us enough to be able to see this clearly and work through it with us. So look at those areas where you are judging yourself and criticizing yourself far more than anybody else would ever do, right? Cut yourself some slack. Start forgiving yourself. Start letting go. Start easing up on yourself. because we're not perfect and we are never, ever going to be perfect. And this is one of the things that leads to so much disappointment, because we want to be perfect and then we want to find perfect partners, create perfect relationships. And this doesn't happen. We want the perfect job, right? This doesn't happen in life. By all means, strive for excellence. Be the best that you can be, but not perfection, because that will always lead to disappointment. All right. The other thing that we criticize ourselves for is the things that we failed at. So we don't always look at our achievements, we look at our failures more and say, oh, you know, I wanted to do this and I didn't. I started this business and it failed. Or, you know, I failed at a relationship. I'm now divorced. I'm on my own. So we look at those things and we judge and criticize ourselves about it. But when you stop, take a step back and look at everybody else around you, everyone's experienced failure at some point in their lives, right? It's the human condition once again. So when we can see that and we look at failures and say, what did I learn from this? Yes, you know, this marriage ended in divorce, but what did I learn from it? What can I take so that I can make those shifts within myself so that I don't repeat that in the next relationship? And you'll be amazed how many gold nuggets you will find there, beautiful lessons that you can take and make it yours. The other place, loads and loads of self-criticism, is body image. You know, oh, I need to lose 10 kg. I can't look at my stomach, look at my thighs, or um, my face, my skin color, or I've got a blotch here, and or my nose is too small, or my ears are too big. Or we look at ourselves and we are so critical. And again, most of the people in your life that know you and love you don't care, right? So that is something we're doing to ourselves. I've seen this many times in the gym where new people come in and they feel like, oh, I don't want to exercise in the gym because everyone's going to stare at me. You try it. Go into a gym, just start walking on a treadmill or whatever and look around you, and you will realize nobody cares. Everybody's actually focused on themselves, right? So where are you rejecting yourself when you look at yourself, your body, your personality? Am I too shy? Am I too loud? What is it about yourself that you're criticizing and you're rejecting? Can you now look at those parts of yourself and start feeling a little bit more compassion, more acceptance? Because if we can't accept ourselves, how do we expect other people then to accept us as we are? And when I say, you know, I accept myself as I am, it's a very quiet inner voice. It's not that voice where I sometimes see this, even on social media, where people will very loudly be saying, you know, oh, people must accept me as I am, and I love myself as I am. And if you're doing that, ask yourself, really, do you, in your quieter moments, do you love yourself and accept yourself? Because when you do, you don't need to convince anybody else. That will become obvious. And then you'll attract more people into your life that will also feel the same way. If I love and accept myself, the people I'm going to attract into my life are also going to be loving and accepting of me as I am, right? But if I'm judging myself, those people are going to come in and judge me for exactly the same things. And then I can't be angry with them because all they're doing is reflecting my inner thoughts and beliefs about myself. When we criticize ourselves a lot, we become insecure, and we then become also very fearful of moving forward in life. We're afraid to take that promotion. We're afraid to move. We're afraid to get into a relationship. We're afraid to leave a toxic relationship, right? There's fear. So the fear is keeping us stuck, keeping us where we are, and we can't break out of it. So when we start working internally and we start seeing all of these things where we're doing this to ourselves, maybe in the initial years, it was somebody else, but at some point we took over where they left off. So now as adults, we can ask ourselves, am I going to continue in this way, judging myself, criticizing myself? Or am I going to make that shift now to being a bit kinder to myself, to starting to love myself more, not superficially? If I stand in front of a mirror and go, I love you, I love you, I love you, but then the next moment, I'm looking in the mirror when I put my clothes on and say, oh, this doesn't look good on me. I need to lose this weight. And, if I'm doing that, then that's just lip service. When I say, if you look into the mirror and you say, I love you, that must come from your heart. It's quieter, it's deeper. It's the emotion of love that you're feeling. But we're going to do more of that in video 4, right? So for this one, I want you to remember that you were born worthy and lovable, right? And I want to take you through a visualization exercise now. So when we do these visualization exercises, we are accessing the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined, right? So when you go there and you imagine this whole scene in this visualization, your conscious mind believes, oh, you've actually done this, right? And you'll start seeing and feeling differently after these exercises. When I take my clients through these, they always come out and say they're so surprised at the shifts that take place and how fast it happens when we do exercises on a subconscious level. All right. So I want you to just be very comfortable. Close your eyes, not if you're driving, of course. If you're at home and you're in a comfortable, safe place, then close your eyes and just become very, very relaxed. Feel a sense of relaxation start at the top of your head. And as those muscles there begin to soften, relax, let that relaxed feeling move down around your eyes, into your jaw, and just feeling so beautifully relaxed now. Let this wonderful feeling move into your neck and shoulders, just letting go. And let this relaxation move down your arms, through your elbows, all the way down to your fingertips. Just feeling so beautifully relaxed. Take a deep breath into the chest area. And on the out, just let go. And feel this relaxed feeling moving further down into the stomach region. If there's any tightness there, let that go. And let it move further down over the hips, into your thighs, through your knees, all the way down to the tips of your toes. I want you to see yourself now standing at the top of a flight of 10 stairs that's leading you down into a beautiful garden. And you're walking down these stairs from 10 to 9 to 8, just feeling more and more relaxed. 7, 6, 5, 4, 10 times more relaxed. 3, 2, and 1. And as you step into this garden, just notice how beautiful the grass is. There's lovely trees, beautiful flowers. You can hear birds chirping. This is your safe space. And as you wander through the garden, you see a little child. And you walk up to this child and you immediately recognize that this is you as a younger child. And I want you to hug this child and say to him or her, I love you. You're incredible. You're absolutely beautiful. You're strong. You are worthy of so much love. And I love you with all my heart. And I want you to see this child begin to grow up in front of you, feeling loved, feeling worthy, feeling like I am enough. And this child grows into a teenager, strong, confident, worthy, lovable, loving, kind. And you see this child grow further, and now this child is an adult. And this is an adult that knows I am worthy of love. I am worthy exactly as I am. I am enough exactly as I am. And I want you to hold this person now and see the two of you merge and become one. And you're pulling in all of those wonderful feelings. I am enough. I am lovable. I am loving. I am kind. I am so worthy. And just breathe in all of these wonderful emotions. And you open your eyes and you start walking back towards these stairs from 1 to 2, 3, 4. You're slowly waking up. 5, 6, 7. Feel yourself back in the room on the chair that you're sitting in. 8, 9, 10. You can open your eyes, fully awake and feeling wonderful. So I want you to practice these tools. Use this exercise as many times as you can in the next few days. And as you practice this exercise, you'll feel that those emotions become stronger and stronger. When we do this, your conscious mind is going to believe that you, as this young child, received all of the love, received all of the support, believed that you are worthy and lovable. So as you repeat this, you'll find that internally you'll start to shift the way you feel about yourself. Subconscious exercises are so powerful because it makes the change happen 100 times faster than if we were just working with the conscious mind. All right, so keep practicing this. In the next video, the last one, I'm going to give you some tools for radical self-love. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the last video.